Hello there. After a couple of cold and windy days, the weather has turned milder into the Christmas period, and that's how it's set to stay for the rest of this week. Certainly it's going to remain mostly settled and rather cloudy. Sunshine will be limited. There'll be a little bit of rain across Scotland and Northern Ireland. And like I mentioned, it remains on the mild side for most of us. And that's all because of this area of high pressure anchored across the near continent and bringing these milder south-southwesterly winds, as you can see here from the air mass chart. However, cold air is never too far away, loitering to the north of Scotland, the Northern Isles. And it's here where we have a weather front, and that'll bring further outbreaks of rain. And we've already seen some wet weather across parts of Scotland during Christmas Day. For Boxing Day, it'll push a little bit further southwards. So patches of rain for parts of Northern Ireland and for much of Scotland here. A few showers for the Northern Isles where it will be chilly, but for the rest of the country it's going to stay settled with a lot of cloud around, light winds, limited sunshine, temperatures in the low teens, so mild for the time of year. And then as we push into Thursday night, it'll stay rather damp across Scotland and Northern Ireland, where there'll be more of a breeze, cold for the Northern Isles, but further south with the blankets of cloud, then relatively mild temperatures of 4 to 7 Celsius. Little change for Friday though. We still have high pressure anchored to the south of the UK. These weather fronts across Scotland, which will bring thicker cloud and outbreaks of rain, mainly across Argyll and the Highlands. Could see some breaks to the cloud to the east of high ground across eastern Scotland. Same too for northeast England. But for most, it's going to be generally dry, rather grey and cloudy, and temperatures in double figures for many. I think the temperature's just coming down a little bit through Friday. Saturday, again, it's a similar story for large parts of England and Wales, but we see a more active weather front pushing into Scotland, Northern Ireland, then into western parts of England and Wales as we go through the day, and that'll bring some more substantial rain here. And temperature-wise, again, ranging from around 9 to 11 degrees. Still something a bit colder for the north of Scotland. And then as we move into part 2 of the weekend, we have high pressure to the south, lower pressure to the north, brisk westerly winds. That'll feed in outbreaks of rain. Again, the focus of the rain will be across more northern areas, and there's a chance of some colder air getting into northern Scotland, turning the showers here increasingly wintry, not just to the hills, maybe even lower levels, say across the Northern Isles. But some good spells of sunshine across southern Britain, closer to that area of high pressure, and again, temperatures for most in double figures. But then as we move out of the weekend into the following week, so this is the run up to a new year, it will be turning more unsettled, and colder air is likely to make a return to most of us. Still a bit of a question mark at this stage how far south the colder air will get. At first, it'll be affecting much of Scotland, bringing those wintry showers during the weekend, and then it looks like it'll be spreading southwards to most areas. And with the jet stream beginning to push southwards and firing low pressure systems towards our shores, hence it turning more unsettled, we're likely to see some of this rain turning to snow as the colder air moves southwards. I think mainly to the hills across northern and western areas, but we could even see some sleetiness down to lower levels in the north. So it will be turning more unsettled as we move deeper into next week, with areas of low pressure and hints of it turning colder, especially in the north, but even at times further south, so an increasing likelihood of seeing something a bit wintry. Stay tuned to the forecast.